According to the World Health Organization, worldwide obesity has nearly tripled since 1975. The cause, the biggest cause, is overeating. In the US, more than 73% of Americans are overweight or obese, and it puts them at higher risk for heart disease, for some cancers, for osteoarthritis, for diabetes. And these are just among the few of 40 medical conditions that are obesity related. And hickory is really not much different in terms of the rates of obesity and overweight and health conditions. The problem that is being really especially significant is the decrease in longevity and quality of life for Americans and for worldwide populations. The root cause of much of this overeating is shame. And where does this shame come from? Well, let's look at the second Nurses' Health Study for insights. Authors analyzed 57,000 women's records who participated in the study and found that women who experienced physical or sexual abuse prior to adulthood were twice as likely to have food addictions compared with women who didn't suffer abuse. What is shame? Shame, as defined here, is an underlying feeling of unworthiness. A shame food shame cycle begins when someone overeats after turning to food as a soothing mechanism. My idea for TEDx Hickory is to show how to interrupt the shame food shame cycle. I experienced this vicious cycle for decades myself until I discovered a way forward that worked for me and the many people who I've helped. At 8 years old, I started comforting myself with food to hide my shame. I went into hiding because of something bad that had happened to me, and I didn't want anyone to know about it. What happened to me launched me into years of overeating, feeling shame, and hiding. The root cause of my shame was abuse I had experienced as a child. Being controlled by food was only a symptom. Then I got help, and I turned shame into courage and stopped being controlled by food. I used the very uncomfortable feeling of shame as the fuel to propel me to live the life I had always wanted to live. I will share a simple 5-step process I've developed and used to help dozens of people who are trapped in this cycle. The 5 steps are how to be aware and deal with food cravings, recognize food cravings, pause instead of going into automatic pilot, identify feelings that are driving overeating, and make choices based on what a person really wants. It usually has nothing to do with food. My mission is to share this important message about how to break free from food triggers and heal the connection between shame and food. I believe that by turning shame into courage, you can free yourself from hiding behind shame and being controlled by food and come home to who you truly are.